Hi everyone. My name is Arunima Sharma. I'm from Meerut, India. And in my life, I've been temporarily homeless, emotionally strained, academically challenged, assaulted, depressed, rejected, and still the youngest leader in various international leadership designations, a student founder at Columbia University, a featured awardee from Google, IEEE and more, and a proud and passionate incoming product manager intern at Microsoft AI. So you see, I've failed a lot in life, and I have so many flaws, and I've definitely failed much more than I've succeeded. But I also believe that I've succeeded better than what was expected from a small town brown Indian girl. So I'm here to tell you that you can be full of flaws, an everyday young person in today's world, and still have the potential to achieve greater success in life. You can be lazy, confused, sometimes depressed with a lot of debt, sometimes anxious with a lot of stress, sometimes heartbroken with a lot of problems, and sometimes lonely with a lot of options. You can simply be an everyday person in today's world and still be slaying your way to success, because today we're going to learn if the next time the society tells you that the solution to all your problems is this overused word persistence, know that you can win your battles your own way anyway, because today we're going to redefine this age-old concept of persistence, this crucial element to success, persistence, by what we call SAP, for supported adaptive persistence, with three simple calls for action: support, adapt, persist. Now let's understand what do we mean by that. Support. I say support because in this world with 3.2 billion people online on our fingertips to get connected to, I feel that it's insane to think that we have to, and in fact should be, doing anything alone. It is rightly said that it takes a village to raise a child, and as adults, we sometimes forget that we still need our village in order to grow into this better version of ourselves who's capable of achieving those greater goals we have set for ourselves. And by support, I mean it's two-faceted, a two-way relationship, because you want to be supported and you want to support. You want to be supported by being in sync with yourself, realizing your privileges, the support system around you, and unapologetic about asking for support when you need to. And the second aspect of it is to support people around you in their success stories. And one question I'm often asked whenever I talk about, to support people: why should I care about others' success when even my life is not at all sorted yet? It's very common, right? We want to sort out our life before we help others. But here's the thing. First, I'm not asking you to help every single person in the world. Pick wisely the people that you want in your support system, the people you want to invest your time into, because in return, someday, that investment is going to come back to you. And the second thing, which is extremely important that I've learned in my life, is that investing your time in the people around you is investing in your own success. How and why? Because the quality of your network, or the people who can vouch for you, more often than not, governs the opportunities or support you get to achieve your goals. And a very simple example to it is this person standing right in front of you. 3 weeks ago, I received an email from TEDxWPI that they want me to come and speak on stage as a TEDx speaker, even though it's a great opportunity and almost like a dream come true for me. The first question that came to my mind was, will I be able to? Because I think, just like most of you, in my day-to-day life, I deal with a lot of responsibilities. I'm a grad student at Columbia University. I also work part-time because we all need that money. I also work part-time, and where I have a lot of responsibilities, and I co-lead a product, and I'm also a president at a club on campus. Now, with all those responsibilities, I just question myself. I love this opportunity of going and talking on this platform, but will I be able to? And my yes, I can, came from these people right there instead of me. These are my support system, my mentors, my family, friends who went above and beyond in the past 3 weeks, especially the last week, to help me, you know, prepare and travel and come on stage here today to talk in front of you. And I believe that if you look deep, deep inside, you'll be able to enlist the people in your network, your support system. Please know that they are important and we all need that support. The second aspect to our SAP model is adapt. And how I define it is customization. So when you do a Google search for anything, even like how do I bake a cake, right? What comes first on our screen is hundreds of videos to do that, right? In this world with so many options, we often find ourselves confused and distracted, right? But the most important thing to remember is that we need to own our story. We need to customize our own success, our own way. Persistence is important, but persistence needs to be smart according to who we are, what we want, and what our situations look like. And it's also important to grow your story, to know when to adapt and or change our direction in life. Sometimes we have to break up from our relationships in order to build relationships that are better later on in life. We might feel that we failed because we changed that direction, but we all know deep inside that those direction changing is what we wanted in our life. And we need to take control over the story we are writing for ourselves and the direction we are headed to in our own unique way. I have a younger brother. His name is Avaral. We have almost the same gene pool, parents and everything, but we are very different personality-wise. I'm a little more extroverted, he's a little introverted, and we also went to different undergrad universities. So for the past 5 years, we have been in different situations in life. One of the phone calls, he asked me, Didi, and Didi means elder sister in Hindi. He asked me, Didi, I don't know how you do so many extracurriculars in life. It's just so hard for me. And I said, Avi, I don't know how you're a 21-year-old undergrad who does so much academic research in your school. It was always just so hard for me. So here's the thing. If I probably did a lot of academic research instead of something that I believed in on these extracurricular activities, I probably would never have discovered my innate passion for product management and would have been wherever I am in life. Similarly, if Avaral tries to, drop in my shoes and does things that he doesn't like doing, isn't passionate about doing, then he wouldn't be able to build his own unique story to reach the goals that he has to reach. So no matter what in your life, know that your story is just yours. And it's okay to sometimes change directions. It's okay to understand some weaknesses, pros, cons, strengths that we have, and know that your story can only be written by you. The third part to our SAP model is this word persistence. And how I define it is that fierce passion or fire inside you. And I challenge you, if you look deep inside, we all have that. We all have that fire in some professional, personal, and interdisciplinary areas in our life. We all grow with these amazing, passionate reasons for what we do in our life. So you do you, but also remember that sometimes you don't get to feel that passion, that fire right away. You need to find your story. You need to
go ahead and be courageous and persistent about finding your story. That is also persistence. My story with persistence was with product management. A lot of times in my life, I was not only this odd one out, brown, Indian woman in tech, but I was always the youngest in a lot of leadership positions that I held. And that is why I was just not taken seriously. And eventually in my life, I learned that I had to persist through it and I needed to be heard. And eventually, with a lot of troubles in my life of passionate product manager, I was questioned about what I wanted, like why do I fit in that role. And recently, I started a club on campus which works as an entrepreneurial. I mean, it's not independent; it's under Columbia, but we work the way that we want to work in. And I feel that I persisted through all those experiences to start this club. One question for you. We all know what SAP is, right? Support, adapt, and persist. My question to you is, have you ever been rejected in your life by an employer with an email or that call, or maybe by a loved one? I think it's a very common experience. Let me tell you about the time when I was rejected 12 times, 1, 2, by the same person, the same boss that I wanted to work under. So a few months before I started my graduate program at Columbia University, I was networking, because we all have to do that, right? I was networking and I was on a call with the senior product manager at one of the top tech firms in the world. And it was a 40-minute call. We talked, he asked me a couple of questions. Towards the end, he said, and I quote, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 reasons why you don't even have the mindset required to be a PM. You don't fit in the role. You should apply for a developer job and transition. That's my advice. And here's my reaction. Have you ever felt that? Like, I know what you're talking about, dude, because you're so experienced, but I'm so passionate. Can it just be a joke? Can I get a chance? But I didn't say all of that. I was like, oh. And we hung up. For 2 days after that, I was so devastated because I was like, I think it was literally a heartbroken experience of my life. But 2 days after that, I stood back up and I said, he gave me 4 reasons why I can't be a PM. I'm going to work on it and I'm going to call him back again. And I did it for 1.5 years, through which I got 12 reasons why I can't be a PM, always worked on it, called him back, and called him back. In the last call, very recently, he said, and I quote, "You are the most persistent aspirant that I've talked to, and a great PM candidate. I would love to refer you at a job at this company." And again, my reaction, by the way, was, me? Because, you know, with S, the support of people around me, and A, adaptation to a lot of situations that I was in. One of the examples was, he said that I don't have product launch experience in the US. I'm not from here. My visa is different. How could I start a business? I said, I'm going to make an app, and I'm going to win a hackathon, I'm going to launch it. Or I'm going to start a club, and I'm going to launch that club. Because what he means by that is that I don't have a launch experience, right? So I adopted to those situations that I had to for 12 different, and this is just one person. So I have so many 12 into X number of people who rejected me, right? And with P, persistence, being shameless about calling this single person over and over again, right? And I think that is why I got all these offers that I really wanted to get. And another example that I want to give is not for me, not a story about me, because I think you've heard a lot about me already. I'm going to talk about this guy, this 10-year-old, 11-year-old little guy named Abu. He's blind, and he goes to a blind school in a town called Meerut, where I grew up. I used to teach blind children in that school. And one day, after a field trip, he came to me and he said, "Ma'am, I have a question, I want to talk to you. And I said, okay, Abu, what do you want to talk about? And he said, I think that you guys are not abled. And I said, what do you mean by you guys? And he said, you know what? I don't know why you sighted people think that I am disabled. Because you guys have such defined definitions of what red, green, blue looks like. But God gave me a blank canvas to paint my life, my colors, my own way. Red to me is the love that I feel when my mom hugs me. Green to me is the grass that I feel when it is wet. So I know that and one more thing that he said was that with your help, I can do exactly everything that you do in your day to day life. Then I don't know why you think that I am disabled. I feel that I'm specially able and you cannot live the life that I have lived. And I feel that you're not able because you are not able to see the world the way that I do. And I wrote an article on it. And that day, guys, my life completely changed because this little guy knew that with S support of the people around him, his caregivers, his teachers, and A, adaptation to not just his physical self, how to learn about going through life in his own unique way, with his own unique situations, this mind shift, right? That I'm specially able, guys. You're the one, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't have life. And B, persistence through situations in life that he went through, even while I was teaching him. This guy is going places. So, 3 messages I want you to go away with after this talk is S, support. Be proud of realizing your privileges and asking for help. A, adapt. Be flaky if you have to be. Own and customize your story of finding your true passions because only you can. And P, persist. Be unapologetically shameless about finding and realizing the goals your true passion calls for. Now, I've talked a lot about my SAP stories. Now I want to know about you and your SAP stories through this hashtag SAP challenge where you're going to close your eyes and think about one story in your life where you struggled through or you achieved something, and with the S support of people around you that you're going to tag, with A, adaptation to situations and the lessons you learned that you're going to talk about, and P, persistence due to which you were able to go through those experiences and are sitting right here or are watching this video. Tag a cute picture, tell me your SAP story, and together we can SAP straight to success. Support, adapt, persist. Thank you.